Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. The Slippin' Kinda Podcast. We're here at the beautiful, the one and only, the Kenichi Bad Studios. I'm your host, BINK. GOLDENBOY is on his way. He'll be here in a couple minutes. Oh, my goodness, man. So much has been going on in boxing. But first, let's talk about the local events coming up. Tomorrow, July 15th, Jetta Promotions has a card going on that is absolutely stacked from start to finish between Greg Outlaw, Too Sharp, Jakeem Hutchinson. Who else is on the card? Franchise Frankie's on the card. Monzo the Punisher is on the card. It's a lot of good talent on this card. So if you guys are in the area tomorrow, make sure you guys go to axs.com to go purchase tickets, or you can reach out to any of the fighters on the card to buy tickets from the fighters. It puts money in their pocket, helps them with their career. We got a young man coming on the show today, making his pro debut August 5th out in Baltimore. I know y'all probably heard about it. Coach Calvin going at it with Coach Bullet, Rolly's trainer. August 5th, that's another loaded card. You got Dimes on the card. You got Mia on the card. Demari's making his pro debut on the card. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out, too. That's going to be August 5th. August 4th, the day before that, Jordan Short Dog White is headlining out in Pennsylvania. Here he comes. What you do, grow a couple inches? And what you doing with a whole box of Hawaiian rolls?
Hey, why
Slam. I got off track. Hold on. August 4th. Jordan Short Dog White is headlining the Showbox card out in Pennsylvania. So if you guys can make it out there to support our guy Short Dog, make sure y'all do that. If not, you better watch him on Showtime. Showtime Boxing headlining that card is another great opportunity for him. He's making his return back to Showtime.
This guy.
So shout out to him. Shout out to him. What's up, man?
Guy.
Slim. What's good with you? What you do, grow like 4 or 5 inches?
What the? This dude, man.
Or it must be the Ewins.
Oh, my God. This guy. This guy.
Yo, what's up with you?
This dude. No, what's up with you, man? How your hot girl summer go?
How do what?
How did your hot girl summer go? You shaved your legs, you went out of town, you had fun.
I ain't even go out of town. You canceled that.
Yeah, was you back by curfew?
Curfew? Who got curfew? I know he not playing with me already, y'all.
Yeah, you had your nice hot girl summer and everything. You was enjoying yourself.
Had to.
You know?
Oh, I'm getting old now. Still ain't as old as you, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, his legs out and everything. Yeah, shorts on, had the nice little button up. You was doing your thing, boy.
Yeah, that boy was clean. That boy was clean as hell. Care what y'all say.
Oh, man.
What's been good, man?
Camp life.
Camp
Look,
life.
man, I ain't even got a haircut, man. When have you known me not to come in this joint without a haircut, bro?
I wasn't even going to say nothing because I know it's rough times for you. I wasn't even going to say nothing about your hair today.
Bro. Oh, my goodness.
It's rough, man. It's camp life. I'm in football camp life right now. I'm coaching. I'm running camps. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm extremely, extremely grateful for the opportunities that's been presented to me, man. But we back in studio. Like I said, happy Friday. Your host, BINK. Your host, GOLDENBOY.
Yes,
Slippin' Kinda Podcast, Kenichi Bad Studios. Let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. How you feel about the fight tomorrow?
Which one?
The fight, the local fight with, Outlaw and everybody.
The hometown boys gonna show out. They gonna act stupid at Berlanga.
They gonna act stupid. The atmosphere gonna be crazy.
They gonna get stupid.
No, for sure.
Monzo gonna have everybody thinking it's a bass drum concert going on in the joint.
What was the drum line? The P4
the
is
bass.
battling with the battling with the joint. It's kind of hot in here. I'm sweating.
They trying to sweat out that liquor from the weekend.
I don't even drink like that no more. Come on, bro. It was my birthday. A couple weekends ago.
That's how you say it. It was my birthday.
It was my birthday a couple
This
weekends
is my
ago.
birthday.
And we turned up just a little bit too much. But we had a great time, man. Your boy turned 31.
I was waiting for the phone call, like, oh, Lord, let me go get this.
I was the driver, so I wasn't cutting up too bad. I ain't cut up too bad. Just
y'all
enough,
believe
though.
That?
Just
y'all
enough.
Believe that? Y'all fools. Y'all believe BINK, you fools.
I swear, man.
Y'all believe BINK. Y'all go and believe BINK if y'all want to.
Straight up. No lies told over here. Yo, Coach Calvin and Bullet, yo.
Have you been watching the build-up of that on Instagram?
Yeah. They've been building up for a long time, over a year. Damn near 2 they've been building up for this.
Dog.
I got Coach Cal, bro.
Yeah, I got Coach Cal. I got Coach Cal.
For sure.
But why is this happening? Like, why? Go sit down somewhere. Them days is over.
Hey, yo. I heard something even more disturbing.
What?
Simon Brown about to try to get back in there with one of his old opponents from back in the day. They talking about it. They talking about getting back in there and doing the exhibition.
What did I tell y'all? See,
Yo.
remember y'all heard me talk about this on other episodes.
Yo.
What did I always say? Boxing is a hell of a drug.
I don't recommend
Boxing is a hell of a drug,
Don't
man.
recommend
Chase
it,
that
bro.
high. Chase that high. All it takes is one little fun. Oh man, it's all it takes. That's why you got some fighters that disappear completely from the sport. Don't want to be seen. They may watch it on TV, but then it's one fight. I'm not gonna say his name, but former world champ fought on TV hundreds and hundreds of times. Top dude, world champion. He don't watch none of his fights. Like people will call him and say, "Yo, they showing this fight and this fight and this fight on ESPN. They showing on ESPN Classic. They showing your fights right now." And he would be like, "All right, oh cool." Like he may play it off. Like he'd be like, "Oh, I appreciate that, man. I may tune in." But then other time you just be like, "Oh, all right." Like he don't want nothing to do with it. He doesn't even come to like banquets, fights, none of that. Like you just catch him out when you catch him out.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Crazy.
I don't blame him neither. Shit he been through. But Slim, how you feel about Teofimo retiring and now he vacated all his belts but the WO. Now he coming back. Now he talking about getting at it with Devin Haney. So do you think we know the A side is in that fight or who it should be, right? But how you feel about that?
What up, P?
Who's the ball is in who's court as far as making this fight happen? Teofimo's or Devin Haney's?
It's rough because you want to say Devin because Devin got belts, but Teofimo sell more, and he just basically was undisputed twice in 2 different weight classes.
2 different weight classes, yeah.
So it's a little difficult for you to say who, because it's gonna be who's gonna get the lick off that. Like, okay, nah, man, you can't do this because I make the money. I bring in this.
Right.
You just some dude with a lot of chains on and bracelets.
Right.
Like that's how Teofimo may come off. And Devin be like, yeah, but I fought everybody. Look, I got all this or whatever. And he be like, man, I would have bring all my belts to the table too if I ain't relinquished but one. You notice he relinquished all of them but one.
But the one.
And WBO, the top rank belt. The
Mm-hmm.
top rank belt.
Right.
So
smart on his behalf.
Yeah. Yes. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. I don't even got that fight happening in a certain way because Devin gonna pull some mess and say, I think he gonna try to put Teofimo in his place at the table, and that's gonna piss Teo off, and Teo's not gonna want to do it.
Yeah, for sure. But also, we've known both of these guys to take lopsided ass contracts to make fights happen that they want.
It happen.
So it's like, when you think about that, this fight very well could happen. But there's also another guy down there, the Grim Reaper, walking right behind him, coming to get him, Shakur Stevenson.
Oh yeah.
He trying to back Devin into a corner.
Yeah, he trying
to be the mandatory.
Yeah, he's trying to make. He's trying to. Is it the WBC? He's trying to force one of them to make it happen. Trying to force one of them to just make it happen. And I'm like, bro, it's unfortunate it's like that.
Right.
But like I said on the show last week, shout out Big Fest. It depends because you might have a situation where they be like, Shakur wants this fight to happen, but I don't know if he has a backup plan.
Yeah.
What if is he just solely just focused on Devin?
I think he really want Devin and Devin only. I know he reached out to Lomachenko trying to get some smoke over there with Loma. Loma said, "Nah, I want Devin." He said, "I got unfinished business with Devin Haney, so I ain't trying to fight you right now." But I feel like the power move that Shakur made, pushing Devin into a corner, saying, I'm applying to this. I'm going to be your mandatory. And I think from what I read, they said Devin got 2 options: stay at 135. The WBO, he has two options to either stay at 135 and fight Shakur, or move up to 140 and fight Teofimo. That's his options.
I heard. Wait, real quick. Y'all heard what BINK just said, right?
That's what I read. I ain't saying it's facts. This is just what I read.
You heard what BINK just said, right? And what did I say last week? I said, from what I'm being told, it's not concrete, but he getting stuff from both ears. One left ear is Shakur, this, that, and the third, and the right is you come to 40, challenge this, and blah, blah, blah. And there's 2 different scenarios for each avenue that he could possibly take.
Both of them rocky roads.
Yeah, both of them rocky. It's like catch-22 for both.
That's the sport that we love, like getting there, let's make it happen. I want to see both of them fights in any order. I don't even care. I don't even care.
I'm ready for Scooter.
Scooter?
Yeah, I'm ready for the Scooter joint.
Inoue.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Itching.
that's coming up soon. What's the date on that?
25th.
Of July?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right before. That's
on a
right
Tuesday.
Before. Yeah, it's right before Spence and Crawford get at it.
Yep.
That's
going because it's in another time zone.
Yeah, they're fighting with Japan, right?
Yep.
So they fight like 5 in the morning on a Tuesday. So I'll be watching that on my way to work. I'll be driving to DC watching that fight.
Man.
Damn it, man.
All right, so what did you thought about Boots?
Oh my God.
Son, what I said was, man, everything that you would want out of a fighter, like you know how they say you gotta fight somebody that's gonna keep coming, that'll be your test. Usually the fights like that could be boring, cause you know he went in the fight, but the guy will outbox the guy, just keep it rolling, whatever. No, he did everything you would want. He did the number one thing you want to see. He kept the crowd entertained, even though he wasn't knocking the guy out early. He kept the crowd in it all night. Like they was like, oh my, woo! That you heard the crowd going nuts. They were going nuts the whole time. Like, man, did you see the inside pivot? My father told me this a long time ago. Shout out Hard Work.
Boots a bad boy. Stop playing with Boots.
Son, my father told me this. And this the first thing came to my mind when I was watching me and Hard Work watching him. Like, he in top shape. Cause when you get in top shape, like you be in shape, but when you get in tip-top shape, and I'd love to see if Nietzsche I've ever dealt with this, but like when you get in tip-top, everything in slow motion, you see everything coming off. Everything sharp. When you get in like tip-top shape, dog shape, and you stay in the gym, everything in slow motion. You see all that shit. You see all the power.
See, he did. That boy Boots is a bad boy. He came out from the opening bell, and for the first 1-2 jabs, you already saw his face turn red.
Yep.
Stiff. Poof, poof. Oh, I said, okay. I see what we got going on. But how do I word this? I like the fight for Boots. I feel like it was the right opponent, but not the right opponent in the wrong way, where it was like he was a walkover opponent. It was the right opponent to give Boots the opportunity to showcase the skills that we needed to see out of him, another level of skill set that say, okay, he ready. He ready. I like what Villa brought to the ring. He brought toughness. Yeah. And he brought that I'ma come get you mentality. And he can punch. He was punching. And we saw Boots walk through some shit and eat a couple big punches.
That's what I was about to talk about.
That's what I was saying, where it's like he had the right opponent that brought the right shit out of him to let us know, okay, next level. He's ready for the next level of opposition.
You want to talk about his flaws?
Who, Boots?
Yeah.
Go ahead, break him down.
Boy, nasty. I ain't knocking it. But I saw 2 problems. That could be a problem later on. 2 flaws. Just 2. But they could be very detrimental. He see everything coming off. He do a nice thing where Roberto Duran used to do this. And he'll just show his hand. Like, he would just open up the glove like this. And you'll be like, what the hell are you doing? And then he hit you, or you'll like, all right, he doing? You'll throw something, he'll catch it and do something, whatever. Bud thing is similar. He'll do this. And just stay like that. And you be like, the fuck is he doing? Next thing you know, he either come all the way from over on the side parallel, come with an uppercut, whatever, and pivot out, whatever. But I noticed something. He don't do it when he orthodox. He only do it when he's southpaw, where he'll be southpaw and he lean to his left a little too much, a little too far. Just a little bit, just about. Sometimes it would be 3 inches. Sometimes it would be like he'll just lean just a little too far. But his vision is so impeccable, like it's on point that but he just leaned just right there. And a lot of times, he'll roll off a lot of shots with his chin. Another thing Roberto Duran used to do, where the punch come right here and he'll go like this and roll it a little bit. But I'm telling you, if he's in there with a guy, but you got to be able to pay a price. You got to cross the bridge to pay the toll. You got to be able to want to do it. If you're willing to stay in the pocket with him and use your own vision, you might be able to get a shovel hook in there. You might be able to get a nice shovel hook. Somebody, if he's leaning that way, you might. But that's the only shot you got. That and him wanting to be Mildred Tate. Well, not saying he wants to be Mildred Tate, but I'm meaning like he don't mind being on the inside, which is good. He got that means that's good because some guys are scared to go on the inside. But he don't mind going on the inside, but he stayed there just a little bit too long for me. I've seen it in multiple fights now. And it's like, get out of there. And he admitted it in the ring after break. Yeah, I stayed right there in the inside a little too long. My father was telling me that too, you know, but it was stuff that I will adjust when I go in the gym, which is the perfect answer. But he did. But as you go up that ladder, man, I always say you got smaller windows to make a mistake. And it's like, what if? Because he kind of similar to Big Baby where they can roll off of shots with it this close to him. Me, I could do it about that close. That's why they could do it with it this close. That is a unique ability. My Lord, I ain't got the guts. But everybody know I'm a defensive guy. But man, I could do mine from here. Them Bammers be rolling junk with this close. Hell no, I ain't got the heart.
I ain't got the heart.
I ain't got the heart, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about, you know, his flaws as he goes to the next level. You know, you talking about getting that Spence and Crawford and stuff like that. But, you know, let's talk about that a little bit and the reality of that.
You watching the show tomorrow night?
What's that?
You watching the show tomorrow night?
The show, what do you mean?
The All Access thing again.
Oh, yeah, for sure I'm watching that joint. But, in my most humble opinion, do I think he's 100% ready for Errol Spence?
No.
And Crawford? I need to, like I told everybody who asked me, they DM me, you think he's ready now? You think he's ready? I said, I need to see one more.
Yeah.
I need to see one more.
I say 2 or 3.
Let me see another guy, another tough guy, another guy that'll
won't lay down.
Won't lay down, and that's gonna force him to work through something. I need to see Boots work through some kind of adversity where he's uncomfortable. I ain't seen him uncomfortable yet.
Yeah, and that's good.
Right.
So, I'm gonna tell you.
But you know, when you see somebody overcome something that makes them uncomfortable and they perform through that, or they may not perform and find a way to still grab the victory, it shows another wrinkle. Like, okay, if he has to go to this dark place, we know he can fight through that. You know what I'm saying? If you've never seen it, how do you know he's capable of doing that with a tougher fighter at a tougher level, at a higher level? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then we look at, you know, the reality of him fighting Errol or Boots, not Errol or Boots, Errol or Crawford. I don't think it's even a reality. I don't think he'll ever get a shot at them. What you over there talking about?
Nothing. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I don't think he'll ever get a shot at Errol or Crawford simply for the fact of they got a 2-fight deal coming up. Errol talking about he going to 154. And even if they don't, even if they stay at 147, what do either one of them get out of fighting Boots after they accomplish what they accomplishing?
Yeah.
I don't see either one of them saying, okay, I won undisputed. I defended my title against a guy I just, you know, against Errol or Bud. Now let me go fight this young, hungry motherfucker that's coming up for my titles. I don't see that happening.
You heard what Errol said, right? He going to 54 after this.
Yeah, he going to 54. He going to 54. So I don't, as hungry as Boots is for those fights, in reality, I don't see him getting those fights.
Happen.
I see him being, after they leave or vacate or whatever, him being the next guy in line to be the guy to challenge everybody else in the division. How you feel about that?
Yes. Yeah. He's going to be the dog. He's going to be the guy to go for undisputed. He's going to be that long-term guy at 47, then he goes to 54. So, yes, you're right. You're absolutely correct that it may not happen. You know, yes, that is very true. My only thing, though, is who's going to be willing to get in there with him. Because he might be one of them haggler dudes who rule the whole division with an iron fist for a while. With a crazy-ass outfit. You know, I'm going to tell you a crazy story I heard about Boost. Breadman told me this outside of, it was quick convo. Remember we did the tank weigh-in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he was outside. It was me and my little cousin. And he was like, he was talking about, I was just giving him props and, you know, giving props for JR and, you know, seeing my guys, you know, and seeing Chiron, all them. So I just said, yo, what about Boost? And he said, man, and he said in an interview too, he said, I only seen that boy get got in one interview. I mean, one spawn session. He said, I only seen somebody maybe. This is what he said. He said, I only seen one guy maybe outdo him in a spawn session. And then after that, I think he sparred the guy again, did just fine, but whatever. But he's always, he said, man, that boy on top of his game all the time. And two people forget, like, he's the baby. Mm-hmm. He's the baby. His brothers were in the top 15. His brothers were dogs, yo. His brothers were dogs. And he was the special baby.
Yeah, he the special one. For sure. 100% he the special one. So you said who else could get at Boots at 147?
Nobody. I don't got nobody touching. If he stay in shape, he don't get caught up in this bull that's with the fight game, he'll be all right.
I think
he'll be all right.
Boots good as far as like mentally, being strong and not getting caught up in the bullshit.
Of course. But you know how the higher you go, the more stuff is around and all that. People try to come around, all that. But still, definitely.
It's some good fights down there. I like seeing him in like Stan Ionis. I want to say
Virgil.
Virgil.
Stan Ionis, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that's another opponent that'll make him show a little bit more vigor, a little bit more tenacity to stop a guy like that. He a little bit more than Villa, and I want to say Virgil, but Virgil got so much shit going on.
We not trying to worry about that right now.
Yeah. I need him to get healthy. I need him to get healthy and figure out if this is even what he can even do with his, if it's worth him fighting, when it comes to his health. Because last thing I want to see from him is him to be in a vegetative state or put himself in a situation where he can't be himself as a human being anymore. Forget boxing. Whatever he going through, man, I don't know, man.
And Virgil's probably gonna go to 54. So that's gonna happen down the line. He's probably gonna go to 54.
He been going through so much back to back with his health. It's like, bro, sit back and talk with your team. Like, yo, I know boxing, but what about my life? Starting a family. You know what I'm saying? Being around for my mother, my father, my brother, sis, whatever.
Man.
That's the real talk. That's the real talk. Cause look at him. What he going through? I mean, it ain't nothing to play with. It's not. And then you go back and say, even if he does go to 54, he's still big. He still got to cut weight. So it's like,
rhabdomyolysis is no joke.
Right.
No joke.
I don't think it's nothing to play with, man. I think Virgil, we know he's a hell of a fighter and what he, his career could have been if he was a healthy guy. But I don't think it'd be nothing to hang your hat on and be upset about having to hang up your gloves, man. For real.
No, I don't think he need to hang them up. He just got to, it's just certain adjustments he got to make with his diet and moving up. But when it come to Boots, I don't got nobody right now really messing with him at 47, man. Now, I mean, for the foreseeable future, I really got to look and see. Unless Tweezy come up from 40, and that happens, remember, they fought each other like 2-3 times in the amateurs. Yeah. And they both had to box off to go to get that spot in the Olympics.
Some dudes come up from 40, yeah. From 40 to 47.
But the only thing is, when you dealing with a guy like Boots, you hit him anyway. That's the thing. When you dealing with a guy like Boots, hit him anywhere. I don't care where it is. Hit him anywhere.
You're going to pay the price, though, because that joke
is everything. Yeah, because he throwing back.
Right. Whatever you throw, he got a punch for you. He got something for you. He got an answer for whatever you throw, he got an answer for it. That's what was beautiful about his performance. Had an answer for it. Out of both stances, orthodox, southpaw, inside, outside, from range, wherever, against the ropes, he has an answer for everything you want to do. As soon as you get comfortable and think you about to jump on his ass. Nope. Nope. That was a beautiful performance, man. The way he broke Villa down, he broke him down systematically from the open bell, and it started textbook with the jab. Mm-hmm. Started with the jab. Oh, my, man, go ahead, bro. That was a beautiful performance to me, man.
Yeah. It was a beautiful, everything you would want. But if he keep tightening up his game like he already doing, and it's already just little small stuff, it's gonna be very difficult to beat that boy for a long time. It's gonna be hard to beat because with a guy like that, you would think rough him up, get on the inside, hit him anywhere. But it's not just that he's feeding you back; he's feeding you with multiple punches for one, multiple angle shots for two, and combinations you're not normally used to seeing.
Right.
It's going to be weird stuff. It's going to be like here, like whatever type of stuff is. Boom, 3 off of one hand instead of 2 off of one hand, under and over. He going to go here, go back over against, come over top, then back over to the other side, whatever. Little stuff. It's like the little extra things. You know how they say in basketball, the extra pass or whatever, that extra punch that he's going to throw. That's the big thing.
Right.
So if he were to fight Stan Ionis gonna have to walk through hell and leather to even get his shots off, he has to hit. You have to hit Boots right in the chest with a good jab. Hopefully, like I wouldn't even aim for his head. I'm aiming for his collarbone. I'm aiming for his sternum. I'm aiming for his heart. Like I'm hitting him. My goal is to tear his chest muscles with a jab. Mm-hmm. Like that's what you will have to do. But the only way I see him getting beat is if he get caught with something because of what I said, her leaning over to that side just a little too far. And the southpaw staying leaning to the left just a little too much and staying in the pocket a little too long. And all of a sudden, but you know one thing I noticed he didn't do? He would switch right there close to somebody. And I'm like, you outside your mind. This time, he didn't do it. Every time he switched, he was a good distance away this time. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, no, I respect you. You a little strong. I got you. You a little strong. I'm going to go and step. I ain't going to do nothing stupid and switch right in front of you. Mm-hmm. I ain't going to be crazy this time. Right. I'm going to switch over here. Now I'm back in your chest.
Right. How you feel about Villa, though? And, like, what could be next for him? I feel like he fought a hell of a fight himself.
You know what's crazy about Villa? Remember when he stopped Villa? The shot he got hit with? If he wouldn't have followed it up, remember the first shot that landed that hurt him? Remember he threw the hook and then he went down?
He threw a right hand, left hand, right?
Yeah. If he wouldn't have threw that hook, that boy would have recovered and he would have had to start that whole sequence over again. You got certain guys, y'all, young fighters. You got certain guys that are so strong, leg strong, body strong, whatever, that you can hurt them and realize he hurt Villa 2 and 3 times that fight.
Yeah.
Sometimes at the end of the bell, you saw Villa walk back to the corner a little woozy. Mm-hmm. He recovered.
It's a tough sum gun right there, boy.
And he recovered just fine. Some guys will recover and you got to like, damn, because you know how you jump on a guy. The guy will recover and you got to start that whole, and Boots had to do that. He hurt him early and he had to start that whole sequence all over again. Mm-hmm. And it's like, dang, man, start this whole thing over again. Get this guy. And then you get him hurt and he's like, oh, I ain't missing this time. Followed up just to make sure he stayed hurt. Mm-hmm. And then he wound up going down.
Yeah.
But them type of shots, right. Oh my, man,
that was a scary knockdown too, though. It was scary because of how tough he was and how much damage he took throughout the fight. When you saw him, the first one hit him, he was like, boom. Like you said, he could have recovered. When the second one hit him, boom, you just saw his like lock up. But he was still fighting against it. So if that last one hit him, that could have put him in a bad situation. Yeah. A really bad spot. It's like he was like some dudes are too tough for their own good, where it takes so much to put them down. You don't know what it's doing to their brain health and stuff like that. That was crazy, man. And how you feel about the fight? Do you think the fight could have been stopped earlier? Do you think that, or was that good to let them fight that out and let them, because Villa kept, like you said, he was hurt multiple times, bad too, and was able to recover back. Yeah. But do you think they could have stopped, or do you think it was good to let them fight it out the way they did?
Yes and no. It's always a catch-22 with that, man, because there's a lot of things that I've seen my whole life with fighting. It's like, dang, he giving it all he got, and you know he's going to lose at this point unless he catches him with something crazy, and that's looking slim to none. But the crazy thing is that it's like, damn, you want to stop it, but it's like, dang, he recovered and he's coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back.
And that's when bad things can happen. Mm-hmm. So it's rough, man. Each situation is different. As much as you want to say, oh, the typical thing is there. It's so many situations. Sure. Every situation is different in its own way with the guys, But I didn't see anything from my experience. I didn't see anything that made me go, yo, oh my God. Nah. He was hurt, but he was okay to where he could keep going. But skill-wise, competition-wise, he was already on the back end and the end of it. So it was like, all right, you could stop it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But because he had already did enough.
Mm-hmm. I think the ref did good letting it go. I think if anything, the corner probably could have been like, look, give me one more round.
The doctors came in and looked at him, too. I think they came in there twice.
They came in twice and looked at him and let him go.
He was like, where you at? He said, Jersey.
Yeah, man. Villa tough dude, man. I'm trying to think who I'd like to see him fight next. Because I like him as a fighter, man. He definitely brings it. He bring that shit to make you want to sit there and watch. You'll watch every round and be entertained.
Who you got? I mean, so where does this put Speedy?
Ooh. Damn.
Where does this put Speedy? Because that was supposed to be him.
That was supposed to be him in there with Boots. Where that put him at?
So now they could really try to put him behind the A-ball and be like, oh, well, you lost to Villa, and then you saw what he did to Villa, so we already know what he would have did to you. And they're like, bro, I'm not Villa.
He's not. That would have been a way different fight.
Would have been a different
That'd have
fight.
been a
Would
way
have been
different fight.
tactical. Oh, for real?
He's-
All right, bet.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely bring that back up and talk about that. But I think our guest is here. We got a special guest in the building. We got DAMARI PHILSON. He gonna come in here and talk with us.
Mark, come
making
on,
his-
man. We
making
waiting
his
on you.
Professional debut, August
Come on,
5th.
man.
August 5th, man. Go ahead and bring him in here. Chop it up with him.
Man, this kid right here, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
Very
Come on,
talented.
Mari, man.
Very talented.
There you go, my guy. There you go, my guy. I need to buy that shirt. Oh, man, it's been a minute, boy. I gotta buy that shirt.
Yeah, for sure. I got something coming soon.
My man.
Yes, sir.
You all
What's it
set?
been? About a year since me and you talked?
Yeah,
About a
it's been
year or
like
so.
Over a year, man.
Hey, what's good, brother? How you doing, man?
Doing good. I'm doing good.
Good to see you, man. Making your pro debut August 5th.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
I'm excited. I'm a little anxious right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm just ready. I'm working every day.
Yeah.
Just ready, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
You feel like the preparation, you preparation's right on point, right where you need to be.
Yeah, I've been working for a year constantly, nonstop. So
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's all gas, no breaks now. So
Yeah.
it's time to get the show rolling.
Uh-huh. What are you
Yeah.
looking forward to? You know, being a professional now, from being an amateur turning professional. What are you looking forward to in the game?
I'm also looking forward to just looking better every fight.
Yeah.
Like just improving my performance every fight. I want to do better than my last performance every time, and just show out, get noticed, get respect, and all that. So that all means a lot to me. So that's what I'm looking forward to in the pros.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Now I know you excited about being a professional. How's the reception from your friends and family? Everybody, they excited for you?
Yeah. Also, like, especially my mom and dad, they really excited. It's a long time coming. So yeah, they very excited. My peers and stuff, they be like more excited than me sometimes. I be like, man, you don't really know too much about this, but
Right.
they be like, yeah. So
Right.
I feel it though.
Yeah, for sure. And then you training out of Upton Boxing Gym. What's that like?
Yes, sir, man. Upton boxing is different, man. As soon as I went down there, I was welcomed as family, like right off the bat. Like first time, that was my first time I met Calvin. But when I went in there, he already knew me. He was like, yeah, that's my boy right there. All right, we getting to work.
Yeah.
And it was just family love ever since, man. So yeah, that's what I love about Upton, man. They keep it real. It's a family oriented gym all the way around.
Right.
And I'm not even from there, so
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like I love it around there. For sure.
Yeah. So for the folks that may not know you watching the show, where are you from and how did you get into boxing?
I'm originally from Washington D.C. I grew up mostly in PG, but my dad introduced me to boxing. I was like 3, 4. He was just taking me up to Daryl Tyson gym at Langdon Rec. That's where I started. That's my roots right there. So
The legend.
yeah, for sure. Shout out to Daryl Tyson. Yeah, my dad introduced me to the sport. He would bring me to the gym just to watch and everything, and I always hit the little bag back in the locker room. So Tyson was like, "Man, you might as well get him some boxing, some gloves and everything. Get him some shoes, get him ready." And I was like 4 at the time, so I wasn't really I think the age limit. I wasn't really at the age limit yet, but I got my stuff and I started then. So that's all I've been doing. Like that's been my life.
Since 4 years old.
4 years old for sure.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
So what is it about boxing that fills your heart and makes you want to keep coming back? Keep coming back.
I don't know. I would say like more so. I just love the fulfillment I get of being in the gym, working out every day, with surrounded by people that's chasing the same goal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing, and yeah, I just love the discipline. I just love how this sport has made me disciplined with everything I gotten into. Like I finish it all the way through. Anything I put my mind to, I know I could do it. So I say boxing most definitely set it off for me, for sure.
That's impressive, man. That's impressive. So I mean, you've been to the gym since you was 4.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, him and Kenichi grew up boxing together.
Yeah. So if you could maybe point out 2 or 3 things about your skill set that stand out about you the most. What's the most impressive about you?
I'm gonna just say this before, like growing up in the amateurs, I always had a pro style. I was taught that from Daryl Tyson. So my jab, first and foremost, is amazing. I can throw it any way, each way, or slip off of it. You know, every single way. My jab for sure. My combinations, I like and my footwork, I would say is amazing, like top. So that's what I get a lot of comments on my footwork, like, man, his footwork is so good. It's like it's gotten to the point I don't really see it for myself, but now I'm really starting to see, okay, yeah, my footwork is like that for sure. So yeah, that's my top 3 for sure.
For sure.
What were some of your memories, you and Cardan growing up boxing together? You and Kenichi growing up boxing together?
Man, when I was at No Excuse, man, it was just the sparring, all that. It was just fun. It was fun growing up in that gym for the time I was there. Me and Cardan, Jordan, Ben, you know, we was a whole little team together. So, yeah, it was cool, man. It was fun. It was fun for sure.
How we gonna get Cardan back in there, man?
I don't know. That's something you have to ask Cardan.
We gotta get him back in there, man.
He doing excellent with his business right now. So
Heck yeah.
yeah, big salute to Cardan, man, for sure.
Oh.
True inspiration.
For people who don't know, this is his. He did this.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And I still need one we gonna talk about it after the show. I need one. A lot of y'all go to this man page and look at the stuff he's drawn, painted, all this. Man, we gonna talk after the show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
for
gonna
sure,
talk. We
Yeah,
gonna talk after the show.
for sure, man. I wanted to get into that though about your artwork.
Yeah.
Where's your inspiration come from when you making your pieces? Because it's really abstract, it's really different and unique. Where's your inspiration come from?
I don't know. I mean, growing up, I always been drawing, and my dad car, literally, he had these little these little white notepads. I don't even know, like just something. And on the way to the gym, on the way back, coming home from school, I just be doodling. And then in school and art, I was always into that too. So I don't know, the past a year or 2 ago, I was just thinking, I was like, man, I should just make some paintings, put them up in my room, just to like decorate a little bit. My intent wasn't really to sell, but once my dad saw, he was like, man, this art, you need to start selling it. I was like, yeah. So I kind of went with it. My style, I did a project for school. It wasn't actually an art project. It was a Spanish project, and it was for like people with Spanish descent, and you had to like represent them. And Basquiat was one of them. Jean-Michel Basquiat. So I did a couple of pieces like representing his style a little bit, just in my own way, but it was inspired by him for sure. And I did 3 paintings. Those 3 paintings was so good. Like when I went up there on the crowd, everybody was like, wow.
For real.
And I didn't really think much of it because, you know, I was just having fun with it. It was a project, you know, I was trying to get a good grade. Yeah, but that's really what kicked it off and everything. And I just been doing it ever since. Just on my free time and stuff.
That's tough, man, because, you know, like they say, art is like, it's very interpretive, you know, with dance and then you're doing actual artwork. Yeah. So even this piece right here, so when you was in your mind, you was making this piece, what was, you know, the interpretation behind this piece right here?
Well, I could say starting off, like when I got back into it, I started doing like these 3 faces. Cause they all represent like people hiding they true feelings. Like on the outside, you could be feeling one way, but on the inside, you really feel like that. So I kind of wanted to show several different ways and on one person's body, just them going crazy. It's called Losing My Mind.
Okay.
But on the outside, I added like a real world problem. Like at the time, that's when the gas prices sparked up.
Yeah.
And I added that in there. That's the reason why he could be losing his mind, you know? And some stuff I just freestyle on here. So like right here, this is a mind like running around. He losing his mind, so he running away. Yeah, exactly. And then you got the light bulb up there. You know, come up with ideas. I don't know. It's really just freestyle most of the time. I just let my brain do whatever. But yeah, that's the way I translate it onto the canvas.
That's what's up, man. So how do you get into the zone when you have a blank canvas in front of you? You sit down and listen to music, or you know.
Starting off, I had an idea, and I would just I would draw it right on the canvas. I wouldn't sketch it or nothing.
Okay.
I just go straight on the canvas. Wherever it take me, it take me. But now I'm more so tapping into like my freestyle. Whatever come out. I don't really do too much drawing now. I spray paint. I'm versatile with it right now, so I'm just exploring.
Right. And then how's business as far as like selling and, you know, getting exposure? How's that been going for you?
It's going pretty cool now. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been marketing as much as I should. But I'm gonna get back to it because I got some plans, some on the way as far as my art go, for sure. It's coming soon, so
Okay.
yeah, just stay tuned on that for sure.
Yeah, man.
I got something in the works.
That's impressive. It's impressive. Multifaceted fighter.
Yes, sir.
Artist, you know, very well spoken. I like it, man. So,
yes, sir.
You know, August 5th, you going on there. You fighting on the card with a lot of talented folks from Baltimore. And then you got your coach fighting on the card. How you feel about that, man?
Man, Calvin gonna do his thing, man, for sure.
Yeah.
He gonna do his thing. I've been hearing him say that's on his bucket list, so
Yeah.
it's all gas, no brakes. I got full belief in him. He got full belief in me. I got full belief in him. So I must definitely think he can do it. But yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. My first card to be on there with my coach. That's kind of you know,
something you never
that's
forget.
unordinary, but it's a different experience.
Yeah,
for sure. So, and I'm ready. I'm excited with my stable mates and everything. So. It's about to be amazing. It's about to be a great show. Don't miss it, y'all.
Let me ask you, man. So you getting your get back in camp with, you know, coach being in camp. You know, he probably putting y'all through different stuff that y'all don't like to do. So y'all like, nah, coach, you gotta get this work like you
I know y'all eating him up. Like, nah,
day,
coach.
every day.
Yeah.
Like he actually know. He was in that spawn the other day, and he was like, shh. This how, and then Mia was like, yeah, this how I feel. Like, all of us like,
Shout out Killer B, yo.
Yeah, Mia, Two Shop, Truck, all of us was like, yeah, this how it is. Like, it's for real. It's a little different, huh? On the other side, yeah. So
yeah, because it's been a while since he gloved up and had a couple on and everything. It's been a while. You know, like, he knows what it feel like, but it's been that long stretch of time where, like, you know, he's always... Guys like him, Uncle Nesto, all that, they stay in a good shape. But in a sense, they retired fighters. So, you know, you get to eat a little more, do stuff like that. So they still in shape, but that they not in boxing shape. And it's all, then now you got to get adjusted to the cup sticking to you, pushing the cup down. Got to get used to the head getting it's hot in the gym and all that. You got to get used to all that all over again. I'm going to go through the motions again.
Indeed, man. Shout out to Coach Calvin, man.
One thing I say, he's different, though.
Yeah.
He's different.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as a human being, yeah, and even like in that ring, like I was surprised. I'm like, this dude Calvin is crazy. Like, he actually, man, yeah. Shout out to Coach Calvin though.
Yeah,
that's
impressive, man. Shout out to Coach Calvin, for sure. Go ahead,
man. But yeah, to watch you develop, man, I've enjoyed it, man. I've enjoyed watching you come around and everything. But to the footwork thing, your C pattern and everything. Don't ever, when they talk about your footwork, of course you can't really see because you may look at the tape or whatever, you in there live at that moment. But trust me, you could go all the way back to Leonard Hagler, go all the way back to Hearns Leonard when he hurt Tommy and Tommy got on his bicycle. Your footwork, I always say I watch guys from the feet up. Yeah. I watch guys from the field. I don't watch them from here down. I watch them from the field. As soon as I watch your feet, I can tell if you can box or not. Yeah. And, you know, your C pattern, man, that's what's going to help you as you keep progressing. You go to the top 15 and you control the ring and, you know, or along with your jab, your big two things is your jab and your footwork that I knows about you.
Yeah.
your jab. I was taught from the great Tom Browner. Your jab will get you. He always said your jab will get you where you want to go, and it will get you out of trouble, along with your footwork.
Facts. They go right with each other,
Mm-hmm.
like bread and butter. So yeah, it's very important, man. And I'm blessed to be to have been taught and in the gym with all the great trainers in DC, like Daryl Tyson, Herb Martin, Coach Walt. Rest in peace, Coach Walt.
Yeah.
Got Bernard Roach.
Yes, indeed.
Got Coach Roach and all them. So, and now I got Coach Kenny, the Bible, man. And it's different. I'm just so blessed to be to come up and soak up all the game from each and every one of them. So yeah, I just love learning anyway. So it don't matter. I can learn from an Instagram reel or TikTok about boxing.
Thank you.
It don't matter, man. I just love soaking up. Any way I can get better, I'm with it 100%. If I see something I can pick up, I'm with it. So yeah.
For sure. You ever seen this guy right here box?
Yeah, I seen him in the ring a couple of times.
Yeah.
Man, what? His feedback is good though. For sure. He know it. He knows something for sure.
He
So
knows something.
yeah. I see him in the ring. Yeah, it's fire.
You know me, because me and him had a talk years ago. It was about a year and a half ago. He popped up in my store.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him because I'm doing, what was I doing? I was in the store, and I think I was shooting on the little basketball. If I had the little basketball could make the time go past, I was shooting on the door. But I was doing the booklet or something, and I'm trying to focus on that dude fold and all this other stuff. And so I keep looking at him like, man, this dude look familiar, man. Why I know this? But I'm so focused on something else, and then me and him just started talking. And his father said, Junior. And I'm like, how you know my name? And all of a sudden, and that's when it started. And then me and him, I still got the picture. We was in there for about an hour.
Yeah.
His parents was cool with it. They was like, y'all go ahead. They was just right there letting us talk for about an hour. About, man, when you pull on the inside, watch this. When it was your trunk she was wearing. I said, wait a minute. You the kid with the navy blue and the lime, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, I said, oh, all right, bet. And he started asking me questions. I said, sure, I don't care, ask me whatever. And I started telling, yo, man, where you pull here, you grab his gut, even though it's the amateurs, pull his out. The job I was talking about with Tyler, pulling the elbow, punk over here.
Yeah.
We was talking about a whole
Small stuff.
Yeah, it was the small stuff. I didn't know it was that big a deal. Then he might have messaged. He posted me and was like, man, thanks for all them tips, man. I'm gonna use that. I appreciate it. I was like, oh, the stuff what I was doing with you, that's how I was raised. Like Nesto, Daryl Coley, all of them. Looking back on it, I was spoiled rotten, bro. Like because I could just walk up to Mr. Daryl Coley and be like, Mr. Daryl, what about this, that, and the third? Why? Like, I remember I asked him, because Daryl didn't do like this. He didn't do double in. He would do this with his hands. Like, not pick the point. You ain't throwing nothing at him. You just do this. Like almost like his own peekaboo. Like, you see me not, and he would throw it from any angle. Here, boom, stick, boom, boom, stick, whatever.
Shout out Showtime, Sean Porter. Thanks for dropping something in the chat, man. We appreciate
Heck
you.
yeah. Shout out to the legend, man.
Shout out to Sean Porter, man.
Heck yeah.
Legend, for sure.
Man,
100%.
what? Can you imagine if people love boxing like they did in the 80s, how much love he would really get for
Man,
what he
what?
done in his career?
I think his style of fighting must definitely brought back boxing in a way. That era when Sean Porter fight, that was a war. It was an amazing fight. So yeah, shout out to Sean Porter.
Yeah, I know you say you like to learn.
Big respect.
You like to learn. Yeah. Well, what are some things you learned from watching Sean go at it with all the best? He fought everybody in the division.
That right there is grit. He not scared to get in there with anybody. He'll fight for sure. And I know it's gonna be people I run into that's not scared of nobody. I can say I'm one of those people. I ain't scared of nobody at all. I fight whoever. Cause I got belief in my skills.
Yep, in your skill sets.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
Yep.
yeah, big shout out to Sean Porter, man.
Indeed.
But yeah, like, watch them other tapes. Like, stuff like that, because, like I said, I was riding, because I could just, it's weird now looking back. You could just go out, hey, like, you're pulling up. Can you Mr. Baker, like James Baker. I was like, yo, Baker, or that's like, can y'all see why y'all do that? And they'll stop their whole workout.
Yeah.
Just to show, because you're doing it. He getting ready for Oscar De La Hoya, bro. Going like, oh yeah, Junior, just do it. Come on, get ready, do this.
Yeah, it's genuine.
Just the little stuff, and like that's one thing that I notice about you, that you don't mind the small. Like you'll look at the big picture and see what's the small things that made it a big picture. You don't mind looking at, okay, well, his foot went at this angle.
That's
and
fact.
that is imperative
Yeah.
for you turning pro now. That is imperative.
Yup.
Because that will mean that when you get past, you're not gonna be a 4-round fighter. I already see that, and I mean 4-round fighter in the sense of not wins and losses. I mean of you're gonna be one of them fighters that shine more after the 6th round.
Yeah.
And
I've gotten that too.
Yes, like one thing I picked up about you, even in the amateurs, I was like, okay, he's not gonna be a 4-round fighter. Like he's one of them guys that, yeah, he gonna get his knockouts, he gonna get his early knockouts, things like that. But the way he look at details, he may take something from the 2nd round, pick your punch in the 3rd, and then realize it in the 7th that it's not as strong anymore. Then be like, okay, also, he don't commit as much to this, that, and the 3rd, but we gonna wait till the 9th when now he's gonna try to do something. And then once he takes that, I'm gonna give him this look. That will make him go where I need him to go. Like, you see how all this is going?
Yeah, all that.
That's going to be his thing, which is perfect with Coach Kenny and Coach Kyle, because Coach Kenny and Coach Kyle, like, with some of the punches that they'll tell you to throw, it ain't for the knockout right then and there. It's calculative, because now I could say, we got, yo, man, we gonna put some wood. We gonna take some gas out of this tank, man. He gonna try to push the gas down the line, and he ain't gonna have nothing in the car when they get down to the 10 and 12. We gonna break this gonna pay dividends later on in the championship rounds. That's gonna be his biggest thing, especially if his legs stay strong throughout. Like he gets to round 10, he can still move the C pattern and everything, still squat his knees and pull in if he want to. That's what's gonna make him dangerous, because those them fighters that could have more mental clarity. Because and won't be so mental fatigue that it shows physically that he might be physically tired, but he's still staying sharp. He's not cheating his punches, and he's not gonna cheat his footwork. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, and my body work is amazing too. I forgot to mention that.
I forgot that one.
Yeah, my body work. I love my body work.
What has improved from the body work since the last time we talked? What's improved on it?
It's more so just being accurate and making sure I'm pinpointing in the right spot. It's certain spots on your body where you land the right punch, you get the right outcome, the outcome that you want. Liver shot, sternum.
Yeah, I'm about to ask you, what's different spots you? Because I got some I want to tell you.
You got the ones I know for sure is like the liver for sure.
Yes.
Then you got that sternum shot.
Yes.
It's a certain way you throw that punch to get that effect for the sternum.
Yes.
And then you got right there in the center. And you got like right on the lower side.
The
Yeah.
spleen and the floating ribs.
Yep.
What's his name? Charlo dropped Jason Rosario with a jab right there to the center of the stomach. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And okay, so, and also with the solar plex shot is a lot, especially if you catch him breathing. Like, so if I'm this close to him, we in a sequence, being like, we walk, you might step off and walk, and once you go, and then I hit you, it's like you wasn't expecting the timing.
And I'd have been hit with one of them shots before too.
Yeah, you gotta adjust. You're like, oh, now I gotta circle.
Yeah.
And right back to it. So, what do you do, since you mentioned spleen, solar plex, liver, correct. So what do you do if a guy's sitting parallel, like he pointing his shoulder, he ain't squaring off, he not giving you a lot of this, he right here, where are you gonna go? Where are you thinking of going?
I can go right on the
Pull
outside
that
of
elbow
your
and
jab.
come
Yeah.
here and shoot
That's
around
the
it.
first thing I thought about right there. And then I can make it so I open you. I can punch at your right hand. I can punch at your right. I can punch at your right. I can jab at your right hand, make you block that, bring that up. And then I can like put my left
all up the
underneath.
same hand.
Yep. And then off of that, I can work in the inside as you open up more because you used to my other punches. So I got you moving around. Then I'm picking the shots inside. So
another thing you can use, remember, you got a good solid piston-like jab. Like me, my jab isn't like yours. My jab is more fast from every angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a Charlo type jab where it's consistent no, stop. Piston. Even when you taking something off of it, it's still gotta respect commanding. You have a commanding jab. But one thing I could tell you is always look for two different things. First with the body, aim at the collarbone too. Right here's a good shot. Especially if he hit with it a lot.
Yeah.
Feint him. See if he pulls. I always say this all the time. See if he bite. See if he blink or if he pull up. Once you shoot right there at the collarbone. Cause you go want to go look at Tyrell Biggs when he got his collarbone broke in the fight. And he got it. It was right. It landed right here. So he had to shoot all left hands all night. But like you could shoot the collarbone. You could also shoot at the throat.
The throat, yeah. Yep. Shoulders.
Shoulder. Hit him in. Especially if he gonna be slick. Be real slick like me. What pulling. Hit him anyway. Hit him anyway. Who give it? You in the pros now. Who give it down?
That's what Calvin and Kenny say all the time. Hit him anywhere, everywhere.
Exactly. Then he got hand problem. Like, man, I got hand problem. Oh, he wiggle. It make wiggle his hand, whatever. Or you heard he got a lot of hand problem. Pop. Make him look up tight and then shoot right at his hand. Especially if he box like this with his hand on his chest a lot, like this is showing. Yeah, keep hitting him in the hand. Hit him in the hand. Or if you said that you could feint him, make him look, shoot at the top of the head on purpose. Yeah. Make his head go up. Eyes can't register what's coming. I just say the punch that hurts you, punch you don't see. The eyes have to register to the brain. Impact. Brace for impact.
Yeah.
Damage is coming. So if you shoot it and all of a sudden he can't register what's coming, you already hit him with a jab and it goes up. Right hand come down the pipe right on the tip of the chin. He might be hurt. On top of that, if you hurt him, a lot of times you might hit him with a shot and you can sit there, all right, cool. He keeps snapping his head. Keep snapping his head. That sooner or later will make his whiplash, make his back tighten. It'll go from his neck all the way down his spine to his back where everything will tighten up. Everything's like, now you got him really standing up and lean. And then now he leaning, and then it's back to the body where boom, 6 behind the elbow. Yeah. Boom, right in between. All right, let me check. Oh, dang, he keep blocking it this way. Instead of me shooting it like this, I'm going to turn my glove like this and come in.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Getting mad love in the chat, man. Shout out to Shakita Lewis showing you love in the chat. Art Heist, Eric Lowry. Everybody showing you love in the chat. Big shout out to Sean Porter again for showing love in the chat, dropping a little love in there, man. We really appreciate all you guys showing love to Slip Encounter Podcast and DAMARI PHILSON. Yeah, so love, man. Let me ask you. Let's get back. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you real quick, man. Yeah. I like to ask these questions because it gets you to think a little bit deeply, and it people, and it inspires the youth when they hear stuff like this. So, what's one of your most memorable moments and one of your toughest moments you had to go through in boxing?
Memorable. Well, I start off with toughest.
Okay.
Toughest for sure was just building that bond with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not necessarily that was it. It's the tough love I get from my dad for sure. Like I greatly appreciate that. And looking back and to where I am now, I said if I ain't had that, I don't think I'd be where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So that's one of the toughest things. It's just every day. You gonna have your bad days for sure and your good days, but don't let your bad days outweigh your good days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ways to go around it. Wait, what was the first one again?
What was one of your most memorable? But you saying like Pops used to ride you, huh?
Yeah. And I would say I most definitely needed that for sure, because who else was going to do it?
Yeah.
You know? But memorable, I would say, I don't know, I got a lot of memories. I can't just pick one, but memorable moments. Oh, I can say this. This just popped off the top of my head. I was like 8 or 9 years old. My dad had taken me to spar Quincy Williams and Peanut.
Peanut,
right?
Yeah.
I'm a little younger than them. They bigger, stronger. So I used to get in there. At first, I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best. I'm getting popped with shots. But I ain't backing down at all. My nose bleeding. I'm talking about blood everywhere. My dad was like, man, you would think he'll give up and be like, man, nah, Dad, I don't want to do this no more. Nah, I stuck with it. And then we went back to go spar. And that's when Coach Walt come to play. You know, he worked with me, showed me some things, and I gained my respect right there. So I was young going through those tough battles.
Right.
And that's a memorable moment because that made me to the person I am today. Like, I went through all that stuff early in my career. So that's why I would say it was very key and memorable.
Yeah, so you've been through some tough stuff. So, you know,
Yeah.
further than
Early.
in your career, right, early.
As I got older, you know, fighting these people out of town and nationals, like, I wasn't scared of none of that.
Right.
My nose bleeding the fight, that don't throw off my whole fight.
Because you've been there already.
I already been there, so that don't shake me at all.
Yeah, for sure. I want to go back to your pops, man. I had a dad, like, I played football. My pops, he used to ride me. And at the age I was at as a youngin', I'm like, yo, I don't understand. Now as a grown man, I'm looking back, I got my two sons out there in the lobby turning up. I could see why he was the way he was. So,
yeah,
you know, can you could see and understand why Pops was the way he was.
Exactly. Yeah. And we still building now. Still building. There's still more things to learn in this game. And it's a process. You just gotta trust the process.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Things might not always go the way you want it to, but you stick with it and trust the process, you're gonna get rewarded in the end.
Yeah, for sure.
God's timing.
God's timing. That's right.
Sure.
That's right. And it's God's time, August 5th. You going in there, you making your professional debut. I know you early in the interview you said you were a little bit anxious.
Yeah, I'm anxious, man. I feel like the nerd's gonna kick in like right before the fight for sure. Yeah. But man, I'm just anxious. Like,
That's
I'm
natural.
ready to, I played a fight over and over again in my mind like 24/7. Like every day. I'm always thinking about it.
Yeah.
I even when I didn't have an opponent at the time, I was thinking like he can come out this way, he can come out that way. It could go like this. I can hit with this punch. You know what I'm saying? So man, I'm excited.
So having an opponent now, are you guys preparing for the opponent? Or you guys just getting ready for anything that may come?
We just got a couple of names last night.
Okay.
Pretty sure we're gonna start, looking through game planning in the next couple of weeks for the fight. But yeah, up to now we've just been getting ready for anything.
Yeah.
And that's what the amateurs did for me.
Right.
You ain't know who you was getting in there with. In the tournaments and everything, so you just had to adjust on the fly. Boxing by making adjustments. So whichever way, I wouldn't be too unfamiliar with it.
Right. And
I seen every style.
I'm sorry.
No, good. I'm just saying I seen almost every style. So ain't nothing I can't.
Of course, you 4 years old. You done seen it all.
Yeah.
What you 18, 19 now?
Yeah, I'm 18.
18. Yeah, you done seen it all, man. Ain't nothing you ain't seen yet, for real. Yeah. So being in there, with Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny, you see them even talking about Tank. Kenny like, nah, we gonna do it this way. Calvin said, nah, we gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? So
it's the other way around.
Yeah, it's the other way around. That's right. Kenny want the knockout.
Yeah, Kenny want the knockout.
And Calvin want to break him down.
Calvin want to punish him.
Yeah. So how's that dynamic when they training you? Is Kenny's the film guy and Coach Calvin's more the? How's it with you?
It's the same way. It's the same system. I wouldn't say on the knockout spectrum. Yeah, I'm just talking about Kenny more so repetition, and Calvin teaching you certain shots or combinations that break a person.
Yeah.
And punish you. So that's the dynamic, and they work together so well. I don't think I ever seen a team like that work together how they do, and it work effectively.
No egos
at all. They work together. So even if it's a little mishap, they gonna find it. They gonna push that aside and push through it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Extremely blessed you are, man, to have that opportunity to train in that environment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? What's it like being in there, being in there with Tank and, training with Tank?
I trained with him a couple of times. It's pretty cool. I haven't been in no camps yet, but from the times that I've been in there with him or I've been in the gym with him, he's a real down-to-earth person, cool, he not like as we would say Hollywood and none of that.
Yeah, Tank
like,
cool.
He a cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's cool.
You ever got a chance to ask him, you know, and what he sees in you? Any?
Oh no, I ain't get to that point yet. I
Okay.
mean that's coming soon. He know it'd be like he seen me work a little bit, but I ain't really get no time to sit down and ask him.
Any questions?
But-
Pick his brain, really.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
For sure. What would you like to see next for Tank, man? Next fight.
I would like to see him get in there with Devin Haney
Mm-hmm.
and obliterate Devin Haney. For real.
That's the conversation
I
in the
wanna
gym?
see that.
Yeah.
Me personally, I want to see that. I don't know about them, but I know me. I want to see him fight Devin Haney.
Mm-hmm.
Shakur later on down the line,
Mm-hmm.
or honestly, any of them can get it for real.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter, but I want to see him in there with Devin Haney.
For sure, for sure. How you feel about Devin Haney, man? You know, he's a hot topic right now. Everybody want a piece of Devin. Everybody, Teofimo want a piece of Devin. Shakur want a piece of Devin. Everybody, Lomachenko want a piece of Devin. How do you feel about Devin Haney? And is he really the guy, or he just the guy with the belts?
I mean, he does have the belts. You gotta put respect on that at a young age too.
Right.
But that's gonna come with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the type of personality he has and his team, like they do all this talking, you can't run and hide for too long. You got them belts, so you gotta fight.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm. Before you got to step in there and make something happen, right?
Yeah, and show something.
Mm-hmm.
Like show something, so you can be an actual threat.
That's the thing, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like his resume crazy, but we still seeing talking about we need to see more from Devin. So what do we need to? What does he need to show in your opinion to make us be okay? He the guy.
Everybody's saying he don't have no pop.
Mm-hmm.
Show us you can hurt some of them top guys. At least hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
You know. After that Loma fight, the way Loma was, I mean, at first I looked at the fight. I was like, yeah, they robbed him. But then I watched it again. And I was like, okay, I see how Devin won. Devin won that fight. He won the fight. But still, people saying they don't really have that respect for Devin at all from what they seen. So I feel like as a fighter, him being in his shoes, like, you gotta go in there and hurt somebody, make them respect your power. Make somebody after the fight be like, yeah, Devin put a tweet. You know how they be having them Twitter wars?
Yeah.
When they be like, yeah, Devin got a little pop now. Yeah, he could punch.
Yeah.
We all know he can box.
Right.
He can box amazing. He has a beautiful jab, but I feel like that's what it is.
Got to see him hurt somebody, because I mean,
It's a hurt sport. Now I'm gonna say this. Now everybody can't. You're not gonna go in there and get everybody out of there. Like I understand that as a fighter, but I mean, come on, man.
you want to see like a dominating performance or somebody.
The way he's talked about like he does that. So that's the only thing.
Well, the way he's back into a corner now, they talking about Teofimo and Shakur Stevenson. That's a tall order on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
You know, so
I
how you
mean,
feel about that?
He's one of them top guys, and you gotta fight the best to be the best. So that's what come with it.
Right. Wow, it's impressive, man. I mean, we kind of talked about it a little bit, and I kind of felt the same way about how you feel about it. It's like, damn, like Devin got all the belts, undisputed champion, but something about it, I'm not completely sold on him being the guy. I feel like there's still more he need to do.
Yeah.
To be the guy.
He's still young too, so he got some time. He got a whole lot of time.
For sure. We got the big
All of
fight.
them
Oh,
do.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, good. Like all of them do. Gotta put in a factor that they all young doing this.
Yeah, all of them young. Yeah.
Like
early
back
20s.
then, it's a little later on, and people wasn't okay. You had Wilfred Benitez,
Yeah.
but as far as like young, like how they doing it now, like I say, like you got Shakur, you got Devin, you got Tank, you got Frank Martin. All these guys are young, so it's just the talent.
What'd you say about Wilfred Benitez?
I was saying like how back then it wasn't really a whole. I would say from what I know, it wasn't really a whole lot of super young champions like it is now. Like Wilfred Benitez, he was like one of the youngest. So, yeah, I don't. It's crazy.
Let me ask your opinion since we talking about that division. You said a lot of names, but you didn't mention one guy.
Who I forget?
And this guy, he got a lot of controversy around his skill set and his name and what he brings to the division. How do you feel about Ryan Garcia training,
Ryan.
messing around and training with Derek James? Is that a great move for him? Do you think we'll see something different from him?
I think it's a great move.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan gonna be good, man. Trust me. He's still young too. He at 140 now.
Right.
That's why I ain't missing his name. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Ryan, I expect big things coming out of him working with Derek James.
Mm-hmm.
Derek James is like an old school base. He's gonna teach you the basic fundamentals, and that's exactly what Ryan needs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I can't wait to see it.
Right. See the fruits of his labor.
What's the best for him?
Yeah. Now, Errol Spence Crawford fight coming up a couple weeks away, man. What's your pick and your prediction for the fight?
50-50 fight. If you would have asked me this 5 years ago, I would have said Terrence all the way. But now, Earl has gotten to that stature. Like, man, his grit, the way he edge out, I gotta give it to Earl, man.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them, it's 50-50 though, because they both got the same type quality. They both strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going with Earl Spence Jr.
I feel you, brother. I'm right there with you. I'm rocking with Earl, but it's like at the same time, like, yo, Bud, something about Bud, man. It's something mysterious about him. It's like it's a little dark cloud over him.
Yeah,
you don't know what's in that.
He's different, man.
You know what I'm saying?
He's different for sure. I can't take nothing away from him. He's one of the greatest, but Earl different too. I can say that.
Yeah. With all he been through, the car accident and breaking his eye socket, whatever happened, whatever the injury was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be another game changing fight for boxing.
Mm-hmm. They had him.
Yeah.
Who we got back there?
What really stand?
No, that's not from.
Oh, okay. How you feel about Charlo and Canelo, man?
I got Charlo.
You got
all
Charlo?
the way.
Okay.
All the way.
Easy
Charlo.
pick.
Yep.
Okay. Talk about that a little bit.
I feel like Jermell Charlo slept on a lot.
54 Charlo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He slept on.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he don't get enough respect. Maybe it's because of how he was, talking early in his career. But if we break it down, he was knocking people out. So he was on a certain pedestal. He had a right to feel that way. Then he lost to what's his name? Yeah, Tony Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
He lost, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he came back and knocked him out.
Stopped him, yeah.
Got his belt back. Then he fought what's the dude he just beat?
Castaño?
Yes, Castaño. For Castaño, controversial draw.
Mm-hmm.
Came back, knocked him out.
Stopped him.
And then he beat dude when he stabbed him to the body.
Jason Rosario.
So people got to put respect. And then he's going up in weight to fight Canelo.
Right.
Yeah, 2 weight classes. And he's an undisputed champion.
Okay.
That's not
It's not easy.
That's not easy at all. I think people just overlook that a lot. So I got Charlo all the way versus Canelo.
Okay.
I can't
see
see
a
no.
stoppage, or you see what you see?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
It sounds like you're leaning towards the stoppage, man.
Nah. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a decision.
Okay.
Cause Canelo, Canelo like that too.
Okay.
But Charlo is one of them. So
For sure.
yeah.
But it looks like we got another special guest joining the show right here. We got our brothers from the Rise podcast. Can you guys hear us?
What's up, Scene?
What's going on? I can hear you. I got something. I'm working on one more thing for you right now. Hold up.
I didn't know who it was.
Can't hear nothing in
I
the
know.
headphones.
Huh?
Nah.
Y'all can't hear me? You said iPhone?
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Not yet, not yet. We working on it. Can't hear him on the headphones.
40.
So you think Canelo ducking? Ducking Benavidez and David Morrell?
He on that side now. He
Showtime.
on that side to the street. So,
Y'all can hear me?
but then again, he got 3-fight deal.
Right. Those are three very possible fights.
3-fight deal, as in Charlo. Then he might fight his brother.
Nothing yet.
Nah,
It would be Benavidez. Yeah, go ahead.
he might. He gonna fight first Charlo. Then I think he's gonna try to fight his brother. And then he got a choice to fight Benavidez or David Morrell if he want.
Morrell,
Yeah.
man.
Canelo, I don't know. I don't know what he gonna do. He might fight Benavidez. I don't know.
I think he'll get at Benavidez before he get at Morrell.
I don't think he's gonna fight Morrell.
I wouldn't.
He's not gonna fight Morrell.
I wouldn't if I was
Listen,
Canelo.
Benavidez, I don't even. He might not even fight Benavidez.
You got 3-fight deals. You say fight Jamel, then fight Jamal.
Yeah, or yeah. That's if Jamal want to fight.
Want
though.
to fight? Yeah.
I don't think he really want to fight Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong.
Trying to get this set up, man. We got Coach Calvin back there.
Coach Kyle? See, he in the gym now.
Right, right. I like that shirt
He in the
too.
dungeon.
I like that shirt. We working on getting the audio set up, guys. Hang in there with us.
Can y'all hear me?
Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and that like button. Man.
Yes, sir. Talk to him.
Yeah, please drop the
Can y'all hear
support in
me?
the chat.
Until you get it, keep feeding.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
17.
School in the new way.
I can't even
Oh
hear
yeah,
my
I
phone.
got Scooter. I got Steven Ford.
No, they said
I like Inoue.
Get the audio free because they can't even hear me.
I like Inoue for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's very skillful,
Precise.
but Stephen Fulton got one of them old school styles, like the basics, man. Both of them do. So I'm just leaning towards Scooter because it's like close to home. You Philly.
I don't think
You
he's
know,
gonna run the numbers more. He's gonna make Inoue have to work, but he just gotta take.
I
the
hope
money.
he stop him. He gonna
Stop
have
Inoue?
to. Yes, he gonna have to, cause out there in Japan,
They're gonna rob him.
that's the odds.
Right.
Yeah.
In a way, tough though, man. He a machine.
He precise with his punches, but if anything, if I'm schooled, I'm watching tapes from the first Donaire fight, the Jason Maloney fight. Even though he knocked out Jason Maloney, I'm watching those tapes.
Yeah.
Even though he won those fights, I'm watching those tapes because I'm looking at, okay, he doesn't waste punches, but there's a problem with not wasting punches. There's only one flaw that could be a major flaw when you don't waste punches and you're a precise puncher.
Yeah.
What is that flaw? That flaw is I could throw 5 back. If I have the guts to pick and pull in, I'm going to shoot 5 shots. So the last thing that the judges see
Hey, Coach
is me
Kyle, can you hear
landing.
us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. I can hear y'all good.
I can't hear him on the headphones.
I can hear y'all.
Coach Kyle, give us a couple more minutes. We trying to fix this real quick.
That's cool. Y'all good. I didn't know that was y'all, man, because I just got finished doing something. I didn't know that was y'all.
I can't kind of
Getting ready to fight.
But the thing about being a precise puncher, back to Inoue, is that, okay, he ain't gonna waste nothing. We know everything gonna be precise. He's gonna look at a target and throw it. I gotta pay a price. I gotta be willing to pay it of planting my back foot. I'm gonna slip my stuff. I'm gonna work off my shot. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna be Scooter. I'm gonna let it pick like he did with Brandon Figueroa. Brandon Figueroa is more of a volume puncher that break you. Like with Inoue, it's more of a thud, precise. Each shot is like, okay, let me pick and then shoot 5. So the last thing, they kind of take it to the amateurs just a little bit to where throw 5 shots. So that way the last thing they see, the judges see, is my shot landing or something.
Yeah, he gonna have to work for sure in that fight.
Coach Kyle, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear us.
Clear.
Can't hear him though. He's on the broadcaster.
Looking good,
Yeah,
coach.
there you go. Ready, man. Hope we can get this figured out. We talked to Coach Kyle. We got a lot of good questions to ask about this fight August 5th, man.
But yeah, let's go and keep on feeding Mario. Let's keep on feeding.
Gonna
So
be a
go
classic.
ahead. What did you think about what I just said about the precise punching and what Scooter may have to do? What you think? You disagree, Lou?
I agree with you. Yeah, he gonna have to take a risk and stay in the pocket a little bit
Yeah.
for sure, and get out of there, and
Yeah.
then go back and get out,
Yeah.
in and out. You gonna really have to punch and not get hit. Hey, but he has the ability to do it, so he could do it for sure. I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough. I can't wait to see it though.
All right.
Yeah, that Jones gonna be in
Ain't going
another
away.
time zone, bro. Like it's a
Other
lot that
time
go with them
zone,
time
crowd.
It's on a
everything.
Tuesday. It's on a
But
Tuesday.
he's chasing greatness, man.
Yeah.
So I respect it.
And he getting too big for that weight class.
Yeah.
Get back up.
The fact that he's willing to take that, because like he's undisputed, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
undisputed. You know, he in them lower weight classes. So I mean, he another undisputed champion don't
Yeah.
get enough respect
He don't get like, oh, what?
at all.
What?
Not many people know about him. So in order to do that, you gotta. It's only right for him to take that risk like that. I'm gonna go out to Japan, fight this dude. They don't
Mhm.
have nowhere near the accolades as me, but he one of them dudes. So
Yeah.
I'm one of them dudes for sure. So I'm gonna go over there and show you I'm one of them guys.
He ain't going up like it's like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna stick around at 22 just for him. That's what Scooter's basically doing. He getting
Yeah.
too big for a super bantamweight.
Yeah,
So it's like, all right, I'm gonna stay right here just for him. And then my biggest thing is though is like Scooter be bringing it. Like he give you everything you will want, and his name don't get brought up enough. He could have easily went up to 26 already and been like, all right, I did my thing. I ain't got to see this dude if I don't want to see him.
Yeah.
And he's still doing it. And it's like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna go see this guy. And it's like, okay, and I gotta go over there, and I gotta deal with a whole like it ain't like going in like it's already bad enough dealing with a time change because England is what was that about? It was like 5-6 hours ahead.
Mhm.
So like right now in England, it's like afternoon. It's like 7. It's like 7
Yeah,
p.m.
that's
right
gonna-
now.
That Japan fight gonna be like 4
Yeah,
in the morning.
it's gonna be like 5 in the morning here. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
be like no, I'm sorry, it's gonna be like 3 in the morning here to
Yeah.
watch the Japan fight with Scooter. So that's gonna be a big thing. So it's like okay, I've seen a lot of fighters deal with that, like the lag and things like that. So it's like okay, it's a lot that goes with this. Like oh, when does Scooter go out there? When do we send him out there? Do we do 1 week? Do we do 2 weeks? Where do we
Yeah.
go to eat? How is the nutrition over there? Who do we trust? Who we
It's a
go
lot.
like? It's bad enough when you live here and go to another dude's hometown, and then like I never forget when Mr. Zab told me about when he fought Corey Spinks the second time, and he went to go fight him in his hometown, and how it was how bunch of trouble it was just to go get food. He was like he sent his boys to go get it and like go get the food, and like would do
Hello?
it without the Judas shirt. Take the Judas shirt off, bro.
Yeah.
Take that shirt. So they went messing because we went in there to get something to food, something to eat the first time. They said, "Oh yeah, we got some food for you." They gonna do something like yeah. So now I think you going over to Japan, you don't know what they saying. You don't know. It's a lot that you could deal with. That could
Yeah.
have go all the way up to fighting. It's like okay, so when we send them out there 1 week, 2 weeks to get acclimated. What do we do? Like it's gonna take a few days for his body to get acclimated to that time. What do we
Right.
do?
Right. I mean, yeah, that must. I can only imagine that is tough, for sure.
Audio. Yeah. Sorry about the confusion, y'all. We trying to get Coach Calvin on here. As y'all know, he's fighting Bullet on the 5th. We're gonna talk to him about his upcoming fight, and talk to him about Mr. Damari Philson right here, and what's it been like training him, getting him ready to fight on the same card. We're gonna give him a couple more minutes, try to get his audio together. You know, we see Coach Calvin back there shadow boxing. He's ready for his bout, ready for his comeback. We working on it, guys. We working on it. Frustrating. Coach Calvin, we definitely working on it, man. Give it a couple more minutes.
I can hear y'all. I can hear y'all.
So we had Max on the show last week. He was talking about David Morrell, like he was with him up in Minneapolis, and he heard his punches ringside. And I think of Canelo being so small, like short.
Yeah.
That jab. Oh heck nah, yo.
I mean, fighting Bivol already, like you should have seen. Like,
Yeah, he was knocking him
you
across
can
the
see
ring.
that, and that style of fighting is so methodical.
Yes. And it don't even look like much.
Yeah,
But it's
but it's so effective.
Yes. And it's like they doing
In and
double
out.
dutch.
Boom, boom. Boom,
And
boom, boom.
Son, I tried to do that jump one time in the gym, bro. It was last week. You know how they go, boom, boom, and they hop back with their hook. Son, I felt like, that jump felt so damn awkward, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do that jump, bro.
But that's their style. That's like them looking at like a East Coast style or a DMV style. Like they probably can't do what we do at all.
Yeah.
With the slickness and our jab and the way we fight. They probably can't do that. Or they would think that's bizarre. Like we think the way they fight is kind of a little bizarre. So
even like I remember I got in with a European dude. European dude did this jump. Like Carl Froch.
Yeah.
Carl Froch. I just was like,
awkward.
what the hell? Even though like Russian dude, I mean, we had like these Russian dudes that came down one time. And it was, yeah, like, I could deal with Mexican style. Like some Mexican style, it's like this, the Olympic guard. It was like this a lot. Like Marquez. I could deal with that all day. But Slim, that hop in and out, but I can't see.
The timing.
And in my opinion, oh wait, the headphones is out. These two is out. The microphone is out. Thank you. Yeah. So it's like, you ever? I remember I saw. This is how I look at it. I saw what happened with Bivol. Why in the bloody hell would you want to get in there with Morrell? Morrell, like it too. He got frustrated. I say this junk all the time. Remember when you know how Canelo do that thing and he come with the wide 6. He shoot a 2 real wide. And he did it 3 times on Bivol. Bivol didn't budge. And you could see Canelo do this. Like that's when he started getting frustrated.
Yeah.
Cause he's so used to hitting dudes and they move a little bit. And these Bammers ain't moving.
You took a risk too. You went up.
Yeah, these dudes ain't moving, Slim. You at 75.
Yeah.
These Bammers ain't moving for you. And like Dave, son, let's be real here.
Yeah.
And you think, in my opinion, David Morrell stronger than Bivol. And he was hitting you and you was like leaning on the ropes. You was in shape, you took it, but still just man, nah, bro. David Morrell gonna wind up gonna do some
I gotta
damage
see
to him,
more
bro.
from David Morrell though.
Yeah, see more. Yeah. Oh yeah. Who gonna give it to him? Only person I could think that could give it to him, that could pull it out of him off the top of my head, is Benavidez. That's the only person that I could see. Like, yeah, you gonna try to push him.
Danny Jacobs, he retired. He old.
Not necessarily. He just took a long break.
He retired for real. I think I saw him training the other day.
Yeah.
Kind of
He was
old.
in there on the bag and everything. He is kind of old. Is he really old though?
That don't mean nothing. What's your name? What's the dude?
Ward?
No. Golden Boy.
Oscar De La Hoya?
No.
He fight for Golden Boy?
Yeah. He just fought at 168, I think. I forgot his name.
Edgar Berlanga?
No, not Berlanga.
Hell no.
He just
Hell
ain't he
no.
with Golden Boy?
No.
He with Golden Boy?
no.
I can't think of his name, man.
Just
Mexican
wanna
dude.
say-
Man, I could
Mexican.
throw this ball at
Jaime
you.
Munguia?
Yes.
Oh, Jamie Munguia?
The dude he fought, Devinchenko,
Davinchenko, yeah.
he like almost 40.
Yeah.
He looked spectacular in
He
that
had
fight.
a lot of amateur fights.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what?
Yeah, for sure.
You talking about feet work?
I can't hear him. I can't hear nothing. So, again, guys, sorry about the confusion. We got Coach Calvin in the back. He's preparing for his fight. You see him shadow box, working the ring, looking great. But we're gonna continue on with Demari.
I like how
man.
you taking it slow.
We're gonna continue on
Taking
with
his
Demari.
time.
What's that?
Y'all can hear that?
We can hear each other.
Yeah.
Or do y'all hear the gym?
No.
No. Well, it's frozen at the same time.
But I need that shirt. Yeah, just let me know how much. But man, Munguia, bruh, him and Edgar Berlanga is gonna be us playing PlayStation on Fight Night, bruh. That's what that fight gonna be. Edgar Berlanga and Munguia is gonna be how we used to play Fight Night. That's how it's gonna be. So.
What you mean by how we used to play Fight Night? Press all the buttons.
Just press all the buttons and hit everything. Hit everything.
Oh no.
Ain't nobody gonna have no defense, bro. But I got Munguia.
Yeah.
It's echoing. No, Kenichi. It's echoing. Yes, sir.
Whoa. No,
Yeah.
we're good.
I heard the bell a little bit for like a little second. Nah, just like a minute ago. I heard the bell, but
Bing, 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 bing. That's the most annoying bell, bro. I hate it in the amateurs. Bing, bing, bing,
Man,
bing, bing, bing.
that gym bell, especially when it's on, there ain't nobody in there. Like nobody working out. That joint just on. We in there talking. That joint just loud. Bing. Yeah, like dang.
Non-stop, but yeah, though, Edgar Berlanga, bro, he blows my life, bro. He blows my life, because he could be so good. He blows my life. I can't watch that dude box, bro. He frustrates me to my soul. And I'm like, bro, I'm not even close with you, and you're frustrating my night.
You think it's the way they brought him up, though, at top rank?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. He spoiled a shot out of him.
sport him.
Yeah, he is.
As soon as
Really
he don't knock
spoiled him.
you out, he start hitting you low. He start hitting you with shoulders. He headbutt you. He bite you. He get frustrated.
Yeah. A lot of people get into that. I've been seeing that once they knocking a lot of people out, like that be their thing. That's their thing. That's what describes them. So they get to that. But when they get in there with somebody that can last and that can box you around, then they tend to hinder away from their skill set.
Preach.
Right.
And-
Who's the dude that he fought after he fought Damon? He fought Damon and he fought another guy.
He fought this Spanish dude. I forget his name.
Right,
I
he
just
gave him
watched that
everything. I
tape.
think he tore his bicep against that guy.
That dude was being bicep with
Yeah.
no bicep. That fight would have still been the same way.
That
That dude
guy-
was giving him the
Forget that
business.
The
Yeah,
guy
that
he
was a fight.
recently fought, he was.
Oh yeah, Jason Quigley.
He was getting.
I told everybody. I said that's not a good fight for him.
he was getting the blue.
Didn't I say that? Everybody was laughing at me like, nah, man, ain't gonna knock him out.
Is the gym.
It's echoing a little bit.
So y'all should be able to hear when you come back. So when you
Okay, it's not on the screen though. It's not on the screen.
not on screen.
Yeah.
Bruh. Edgar Berlanga blows my. I get it. Like what you just said to your point. I get it because you get so used to knocking guys out, and for the casual fans, you don't want to. They can easily get bored. So it's like, oh, they want to
That's
see a
certain
knockout.
fighters though.
Yeah, like, I
Certain
want to get
fighters.
knocked out. So they only.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, where's your jab? You're not gonna knock everybody out.
Oh.
I don't care who it is. It's gonna be. I've seen so many dudes, and it's like a scary one. Whoever make horror movies must be a boxing fan. Whoever make horror movies, bro, had to have been a boxing fan because it's the same thing. You hit a dude with everything, that man was smiling at you and just keep coming, keep coming.
Like
Chinese torture.
Like Michael Myers.
Bruh.
You know what we really need to talk about, bro? And I'm not letting this bam off the hook.
What's up?
Tyson Fury.
Go ahead, get his bag.
How the hell you going over there and fighting? What's his name from I can't pronounce his name.
Like that.
from the UFC?
Yeah.
And he supposed to been fighting Usyk.
You really thought that was gonna
It
happen?
ain't about thinking. It's about come on, bro. Come on, bro. We should be call everybody else a duck. Ain't nobody putting no pressure on Tyson Fury. Come on, man. You gotta hold him to the same standards we talk about Canelo and everybody else. That's
Go
crazy
ahead,
to me.
Keep going. Yeah, I hear the bell. When you gonna fight Francis? I mean, that's the
Francis
name.
Ngannou.
Yeah, his name is
Ngannou.
Ngannou.
Yeah.
Something like that, man. That's ridiculous, man. I understand the bag and everything, but come on, man.
I mean, Tyson Fury, he kind of old too, so he chasing that bread,
Mm-hmm.
which is understandable, and he's already a household name, so cash cows, you could say. So
Especially in England where they fighting in soccer arenas and stuff.
So y'all
instead
give
of
him a
regular.
pass?
Hell no, I don't give him
You
no
giving him a pass?
daggone pass.
I mean, I don't really care for the heavyweight division right now.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
not-
I ain't
it's
cared
not
for
how
long.
it
I
used to.
haven't cared longer than you because I'm older.
I mean, I can see like it's not how it used to. The lightweights and the welterweights is taking over right now.
Mm-hmm.
Even 140 is an amazing weight class.
Mm-hmm.
But man, them little guys, including myself, yeah.
Y'all definitely holding it down for the sport of boxing. What division you competing at?
At this fight, it's gonna be 130, and then I
130.
might go down to 126.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of fighters down there
Yeah.
for sure.
Dang, 126. Whew.
Yeah, that's a it's a
Yeah,
packed weight
you gonna be
class, too.
strong.
Yeah, for sure.
You'll be strong at that way, really strong. You
And
already
then
strong
I'm
as
still
it is.
growing too.
Yeah, you
So,
young. You
I don't
18.
know where I don't know. I could picture myself being at like 140 or
Ending your career like 40, 47. Yeah,
like prime years or probably like 40.
Mm-hmm.
You'll probably enter your prime at 30. By the time, because you're 18, by the time, and you keep growing, by the time you get to 22, you'll probably be 30, 35.
Yeah, 35.
Have you been down to 26 recently?
Far as weight wise,
Yeah.
not lately, but one of my last amateur tournaments was at 125. That's when I
Okay.
got ranked.
Okay.
At number 6.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I couldn't make 25.
Mm-hmm.
So I went up to 32. But I would say this, that was without like meal prep.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
So
it's different.
different.
Mm-hmm.
So I could possibly, I don't know. After this fight, we're gonna see
There
where
you
I
go.
land at, and
There you go.
then I'll make the final decision.
Yeah.
Yep. Because this is the way.
It's echoing.
Yeah.
It is echoing.
Because that would be. This is where you test that out. This is where.
Yeah.
This is the right time where you test it out.
Yeah.
Echoing still.
But Lord have mercy. You at 26 and your size, all right, yeah, skip that. Hell no. Oh no. No, I'm good. But to this guy, that we ain't gonna let's give him what he want. Let's give him what he want. He wanna talk about Tyson Fury because he's not happy. You gotta do the greedy belly thing, bro. You gotta do your greedy.
What's the name? Funny as hell.
You gotta do the greedy belly thing.
He
Do it for the fans,
he
man.
He said greedy.
Do it for the fans.
Greedy belly.
Greedy belly.
Man, come on, Tyson Fury, man. I don't like that. Cause he talk all that nonsense.
You had to do
and-
the Young Miami.
and-
I don't like that.
And he damn, I don't even know who that is. He damn talked about all that mess about Usyk. Told him he was trash. He ain't big enough to fight him.
Yeah.
So if you're not big enough to fight him, and you the lineal champion of the heavyweight division, why not just give everybody what they want? You know what I'm saying? Fight Usyk. I think that's a great fight.
You want to know something?
Yeah.
Y'all want to know something? I don't know if y'all ever saw this, but y'all see what he said about Usyk way before the contract came?
What you say?
He was on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan mentioned Usyk, right? And he was saying, he said, that guy is the guy that could give me, if it's one heavyweight, if he looks like a small one, but his movement, his this, his that, the way he uses Olympic style, he could be the guy that could be a nightmare for me.
100%.
People forget about every time I mention that interview, people like, I ain't see that. I said, go look. And they hit me back, yo, I saw when he said it. And then maybe 4 months later, 6 months later, after the Joshua, because this is right after he beat Joshua the first time. He had him on the show, and this is when he said it.
Right.
And then, now, fast forward, Usyk wins again.
Yeah.
Now the contract come out, all right, let's stall him out. You're going to give him some crazy contract.
Overpriced.
Yeah. And see, that's the way these fighters do it now. And it's so public nowadays that it's like, okay, all right, the way I'm going to do it is I don't want to fight this dude. This is what I was saying about Devin. Not saying that Devin's scared, but what I'm saying is that it's like, okay, Demari coming up, man. Like me, let's say you coming up and Bink, you my handler, all right? And yo, Bink, we don't need this right now. We don't need this fight right now. But we got to offer him a contract because he keep pushing it to the public, and now it's becoming a problem. But we got to wait for what we hearing at 140. And we got, in my real, I was saying earlier, in your right ear, you got, Teofimo, and this could be this, and you give your body a break. You could go up 5 pounds. Give your body a nice little relaxing, give yourself, because his last 4 fights, he been getting on the scale, and his eyes be out, his cheekbones sucking in and everything. It's like, all right, man, give your body a break. Go to 40. You lose, guess what? You still got all your belts at 35. You can go defend it one more time, move up to 40, then, and all of a sudden boost everything, whatever.
Yeah.
But also at 35 is, dang, I could wait and go up to 40, defend with Shakur,
Fight Tank at 40.
Exactly. It's so many different things. So it's like, okay, I'm hearing this here. I'm also hearing this here. But I got to get something. So what I'm going to do is offer this crazy ass contract. and you got these jock riders that call themselves media people that they never want me on their show because they know that I'm not going to go for nothing. So like I had said, he did the contract the perfect way with Shakur. Like, if I got somebody coming up and be like, Bing, let's say it's you. Bing, like, Junior, Demari coming up. We don't need this right now. Stall this kid out. We don't need to be fighting Demari right now, man. It's too much going on. We could do this, and this, and then we could see him down. Like, we don't need this. And I've been involved in them conversations with a lot of fighters where I've been in them rooms and this is what we got to call about. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna offer him. What was the contract? It was 75-25. Now look, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker.
It's crazy.
No, exactly. See what I mean? Now, no. I'm so saying it's not bad what you say. I'm gonna tell you why. Both when they got mad at me, well, they ain't get mad at me on Instagram. They just know they can't come at me with no bull junk, especially if you ain't never put the cup on, ain't never been 3 minutes. Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
When he took them sorry ass contracts with Kambosos was getting $10 million up front before the back end. Remember, they fighting in Australia in the soccer arena, 100,000 people.
Yeah.
100,000 people. So it's like before back end and right pay-per-view all this stuff. So Devin got $2.2 million. A lot of money. But if you really do the calculation, he basically got like 18%.
Yeah.
18.5%.
But was it ethical? Was it ethical? What Kambosos did to him?
That's
what I'm saying.
I get it. But if you're Devin, you did it twice.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Cause you thinking in your head, I done fought in Mexico, did this or whatever. I'm gonna go get mines and show these. Cause remember, email chain. You got tired of hearing that. Like, man, I earned my stripes in the amateurs. I earned my stripes at Mayweather Gym at Sparring Pros. I earned my way. So now it was like, all right, Shakur, I'm gonna offer you 25, and it's still your biggest payday. I went over and fought Kambosos and did X, Y, and Z. Not saying you gotta be like me, but hey, I'm still giving you 25. It's my turn to make my money. Right. And if you're Shakur, I understand why Shakur is like, man, I ain't chopped liver. You couldn't at least offer me 30, my dude. You couldn't at least offer me 35, 40, my dude. Like,
I can see 30-35. I can see 30-35. Being ethical.
But seriously, if you're Shakur, I understand why you're upset. Like, I get like, man, damn, I ain't chopped liver. I ain't some dude working a 9 to 5 and trying to box too.
He the same star power, if not a little bit more than Devin.
It's 25, but that 25%. Like, if you saw Devin did that twice, and if you really who you say you are, if he's really like that, then that's when you go in there, take that 25%, beat him, make him look like, oh, you ain't on my level. Now you got the belts. Now you got to say so.
So then it's okay for Shakur to turn around and be unethical and offer a bullshit contract to somebody else.
Nah, not saying that he's gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying? That's it for me, y'all. I'm out.
You feel what I'm saying?
But he has. I'm saying you take that, and then be like, okay, I'm gonna show you what's up.
Right, I 100% agree with you.
I don't need to be on the show.
I 100% agree. Like, for sure, if you feel like you the guy, go prove that you the guy. 100%. I feel you. But then on the second hand, I'm like, yo, be ethical because Shakur ain't no prospect at this point. He ain't a prospect no more.
Yeah.
We know who Shakur is. So I'm like, offer him what he worth. Because how did you? I mean, I understand you went and did it twice, but it wasn't ethical at all.
But look, you could take that, right?
Yeah.
Now you got the belts.
Yeah.
You fight him again if you want to.
Yeah.
You don't have to. He don't have to be petty and alter him. Devin
What?
at 25 because he been champion before.
Right.
So it puts the ball in Shakur's park though. If he won it like that,
This dude silly as hell.
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So,
That's what I'm
like,
saying. So when does it stop? When does it stop? When does the nonsense
They
stop?
gotta fight.
They gotta fight. So Shakur go in there and beat Devin, right? Now Shakur got all the belts. So Shakur go and tell, for example, whoever coming up at 35, whoever, Frank Martin or whoever, Devin did it to me, so I'm offering you 80-20. Because you ain't been
Frank Martin.
Yeah, you're 35,
That's a
right?
different conversation though.
But just for example, for anybody, I'm thinking about anybody
Yeah.
at that weight class.
I mean,
Oh, real
you
quick.
80-20.
Shout out that Against the Ropes with Dose. What's up, brother?
I'm gonna offer you 80-20 because Devin gave me 70-25 and Cambosis gave Devin whatever that contract was. Crazy contract. So like I'm saying, when does it stop? When does it become ethical again in the sport? That's all I'm saying.
it stopped when you fight Tank. 'Cause you can't throw him that.
Yeah, no
You
bullshit.
making more than all y'all. So
Right.
forget the belts. You gotta fight the best. Y'all going back and forth and all that, and y'all talking trash to Tank. And Tank don't even talk like that.
Right.
So
Since we were kids.
we talking about Devin and Shakur. Okay, after that's done, Shakur, you talking about Frank Martin? Yeah, you can fight Frank Martin, but what's up with Tank though?
Yeah, definitely Tank. So like you said,
You can't offer him.
No, 70,
Well, you got the belts in
25.
that. Nah,
Right.
he ain't going for that. So
Because Tank got the star power.
if you really, I think he might shoot for that, but I don't know. At the end of the day, the belts nowadays, I see is not really glorified how it used to be.
Yeah.
Like you gotta pay
They're
a
not even
sanction
made the
fee.
same anymore.
You have to pay
that's
a
always
sanction
been.
fee.
Oh yeah. Oh what? Boy,
But then-
wait till
but
you
then,
get
like,
in the ring.
I'm saying like that, and like I don't know. It's just not.
It's the honor behind the belts. It's like it don't mean as much to a lot of these fighters no more. It's not as much like the Ring magazine, all that stuff back in the day was different.
Yeah,
When dudes won them belts.
man. Oh, that's another thing. My dad got a suitcase full of them joints. The Ring magazines, a suitcase packed of them, all the way from back then.
The old school magazine.
Yeah, so you want to
Yeah.
know how I know all this boxing stuff?
Yeah.
I study it. My dad knows, so
Right.
yeah, like that's.
Yeah, when you said Wilfred Benitez, you saw me raise
That's
up.
a fact.
over
Yeah,
like,
I mean
oh,
that's nothing for real. 'Cause
Thank you.
He fought
Thank
Sugar
you.
Ray Leonard, so
Thank
that's not
you.
really. I ain't gonna say I'm a super guru. I'm still learning, but
I
mean,
can
know
teach you
a
the
little
way.
bit. I know a little bit, man. Yeah,
I definitely feel your point though about, Shakur. I wouldn't if I was Shakur, I would use more bar. I wouldn't just take 70-25 and say, oh, taking it on the first jump.
yeah.
Nah,
Which
stall
makes
him out.
sense.
Stall him out. Nah, I'm worth more than that. And try to get more out of that. Don't just take it because it's Devin Haney and he got all the belts and he took a bullshit contract.
Yeah,
against Cambosis.
and he kind of did the right thing a little
Yeah,
bit.
stall him
Like,
out.
he was kind of like, nah, I ain't going. I understand that, but if you really look back on it, like, man, let me take that fight because I've been in the ring with him before.
Yeah.
I know what I can do.
Right.
So, I mean,
And I think at this point, that's what it is. I think he's like, okay. His whole team is like, nah, we're not taking that right now. Let's talk more shit. Let's get it more in the media. Let's do more posting. Let's go contact the WBO and back him in the corner and try to get more money out of this.
yeah.
Try to get
Which
more out of
makes
him.
sense. Which makes sense.
But end of the day, I think he taking that
Then
contract.
other side
Shakur,
makes
he
sense.
taking that because he know he can beat Devin. A lot of us know he can beat Devin. So I feel you. I feel you for sure.
I feel bad for Devin, dog, a little bit.
I do, bro.
Yeah, dog. I be feeling bad for sure.
He like the kid at recess that's getting picked last for the kickball game.
I mean, but look at the team.
Yeah.
But if you really see how his team talk,
Yeah. That's what
it is. It's not
But-
necessarily Devin himself.
Yeah,
It's
Devin be quiet for real.
the people that's around him. So that makes Devin's the fighter. So
Yeah,
he's gonna get that.
man.
yo, for sure.
What pissed me
For
off
sure.
is when they were talking like he the next Sugar Ray Leonard. I was like, how effing dare you, bro? He ain't nowhere near skill-wise or marketing-wise on that man level.
That's
The
incredible.
only other person that was skill-wise and marketing-wise on Sugar Ray's level was Floyd. Because before Floyd, there was Oscar. Before Oscar, it was Ray Leonard. When you wanted to make some money, you tried to get Sugar Ray. I or no I. You knew you was gonna get paid. You was gonna make some money. And that was with no social media.
Yeah.
No, none of that. He was the golden boy. My father was in the gym. My father told me all these crazy stories about, man, when they was in the amateurs together to when he turned pro and my dad was still an amateur. And the stuff that he saw, my father was like, huh? When he heard that jump with Devin, what? Man, not even close, bro. Not even close.
Folks just say anything anymore.
But his father blow my life, bro.
You killing me, bro.
Bill be blowing my life, bro. He ain't never about his day. I get it, that's your kid and everything. And I like that sometimes he'll step back. Like, no, let somebody else get in this situation and train him right quick. To give a different look. I get it. I like that. Some people need to do that. Teofimo's that. But my thing is that sometimes, like that Lomachenko fight, bro, he really exposed himself. Devin, and it broke my heart, man, because Devin sat on that stool, and I knew Devin was hurt. I could see it. You know how we taught you in football, the eyes tell you everything you need to know.
The eyes, Chico.
It's in the eyes, Chico. That man sat on that stool after that first left hand he got hit with, and he sat on the stool, looked right at his. He know. He's like literally as he was about to say, he know. He was like, what? He said, man, he know every move I'm about to make. Everything I do.
I wouldn't say that in the corner.
Like, well, where are you supposed to say it? I mean, well, I get your point because with me, and I don't know if you heard the stories about me, like, no one knew that I had sickle cell when I was fighting. No, we kept it low. So, like, if there was something going on, even though, it ain't the pros, ain't a lot of cameras in the corner, my fault, we get this close.
Yeah,
and say
that's
something.
what I'm saying. If you was
Yeah,
gonna
I get
say
what
it,
you're saying.
You was gonna say something, do that, not say that.
I think he forgot because the way he sat down.
Even though it's
I think he forgot
in
where
the
he was at.
moment, though.
He was in the
so,
moment.
Yeah.
I understand, but
Forgot.
And building ego, he know. I was like, well, yeah, what's going on? He said, everything I'm about to do, every move I'm about to make. He see it, and he hit me when I get it, he countering it. It's all right. Yeah, we going to keep. What the hell you mean it's all right?
I got to see the rematch, yo. I got to see the rematch. I had it a draw, man.
nah,
I had it a draw.
Devin beat him.
I can't
That
say
fight
that.
wasn't no robbery, though.
I ain't gonna say it was no
Hype
robbery.
No, that
Yeah,
wasn't no robbery. That was a close fight.
Looking at it, I was looking at it at first, and I was like, yeah, but nah, it was most definitely like I had it 8-4. 8-4 Devin. Looking back at it again, at first I was like, unanimous decision. Hold up. How that? But I watched the
crazy.
whole fight again. Unbiased. Man, Devin won that fight. You won that fight.
Me, I had it 7-5 either way. Because there's certain shots that I could say, it's certain rounds that were swing rounds where you could go, oh, no, I gave that one alone. Oh, I see why. Oh, I gave that same round to Devin. I see why. There was only a few rounds that whole fight where you could unequivocally say,
Yeah.
you gave that round to who? Nah, he won that round clear. It was only a few of those type rounds in that fight. So for me, it's one of them fights where I watched the tape and I had Loma. Then second time I watched it, I had Devin. Third time I watched it, I had it a draw. Because there's so much stuff going on. But
I argued to the death about that fight for weeks, bro. I ain't about to get back into it. I argued to the death. Go ahead.
I don't know. I get it, though. But that wasn't no robbery. I'm getting sick of these people. Oh, it was a robbery, One thing I realized about the narrative in boxing, especially with these dudes who think, because they go hit a heavy bag at LA Fitness that they know boxing. Yeah, I went there. It's not BINK didn't say it. I'm 1/5 of slipping out. I said it. I said it. Like a lot of these boxing pages be. I swear, yeah, and you know who I'm talking about. You know the different people I'm talking about. They got the most shit to say.
That's crazy.
And they never once stepped in that ring. Done sat there and had that cup, took a low blow and that cup right up. They ain't never sat there and you gotta go run in and get that wet. They ain't never dealt with none of that. So I'm like, there's a certain line. Like, it's been tables that I've sat at with a lot of fights, and they waved me to come sit at their table and talk boxing. And I shy away from it. I'm like, well, I didn't get the chance to turn pro. I didn't get the chance to go at that level. I want to talk about that. Like, nah, man, you've been in the ring with pros on how I talk. And they got the most to say. And they got, that was a robbery with Devin. All that. That wasn't no robbery. That was a close, tight, A-class, world-class fighters type of fight. A robbery for me, how I grew up, Pernell and Chavez. Sweet Pea and Chavez, that's a robbery. That's a blatant robbery. That's what you call a robbery.
Yeah.
You know, so you're not gonna sit there and just feed me no beer, but I get it because they pick a narrative and they pick a side with the boxing news. Like, oh, I'm gonna be a Spence page and I'm gonna be a Devin Haney page, and this is gonna be my narrative to keep those fans coming to my page so I can get the light, and I'm gonna keep disagreeing, even if it makes it just disagree. We in an era where you can't, you know how we all been disagreeing all day at this table and say, oh, I get what you coming from, but this is why I disagree at. No. They really want to hold their nuts and really be like, oh, nah, I really believe this. You know, you talk like that because you on a phone and can't get punched in the face.
Only a few outlets.
Exactly.
It's
real. Only a few.
But you're going to have your outlets that pick and choose. But, I mean, that comes with it, man.
It's unfortunate for me because it's like, because me being so hardcore to the sport and how I grew up, it's like, no, you're doing that because I get it. You got to pay the bills and you need the views and the comments to show the traffic and then you get the check from it. I get it. But at the same time, you really going to tell people and call people these names, get your following to get on these people and call them if they don't agree with your narrative. And then, but when I've said stuff on their page, they be like, all right, well, they want to talk respectfully because I'm on their page. Or they only want me on their show maybe once or twice if they get frustrated or whatever. And it's like, dude, I'm coming from a space where that's like me going to this man played deep, like played real, like on high level in football, college. Like he played in a bowl game.
Yeah. He
done took the hits, had the injuries, all of that. Man, I feel like I could really go out there and run a 5 route on you and catch a ball. I really exactly. You see that? That's like, come on, bruh. Come on, son.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
Exactly. You see, exactly, right? Because he be the main one, like, man, pay that junk on mine, bro. I said, bro, I'm trying.
You gotta take the good with the bad, man. A lot of these, the one that got me is when they said after Tank beat Ryan, Tank should go fight Canelo.
Hey, yo, look at Mari face. Hey, yo, I swear to God. I swear. Like, no, y'all missed it. She put the camera on late. Mari did it. Yo. And then dropped his head.
But they was dead serious. They was dead serious about Tank and Canelo. But I understand algorithms, Gervonta Davis, Canelo Alvarez, like you say, bro, that's crazy, man. Absolutely outrageous.
Nah. That don't make no sense.
He blown up. I feel you, bro. I feel you, man.
Bet you won't beat Tank like that. I bet you won't beat Canelo like that. I want you like, what the? They 40 pounds apart. Like,
sure.
50 pounds apart, yo.
That's why I try to make sure I keep it real, you know, and unbiased as I possibly can. But man, we definitely appreciate you, man, coming on. We tried to get Coach Calvin on here. We was gonna surprise you and, you know, have that little addition to the show, man. But it didn't work out. But you know, we want to give any shout outs or any fight hype before your pro debut, August 5th.
Make sure y'all tune in August 5th. It's gonna be an action-packed card, man. We got all young talents from the DMV area. We even got me. We got Coach Calvin, his pro debut. And so it's just gonna be an action-packed night, man. Shout outs. Damari Philson, my Instagram. Just no underscore, no dots. It's Damari Philson. And my art page, noslip.art, NOSLIHP.ART. And yeah, man, just stay tuned for me, man.
Well done, brother.
For sure, man. Anything like to say to
Thank y'all for having me.
Man, of course. We gonna talk about the painting so once we head to the show. But nah, man, it's good to watch you. I always say this, man. You know, we go back and have a conversation, man. You know, I'm available anytime, man. Anytime you need to talk about anything. You know, it's good to watch your maturation process, man. I'm gonna make sure I try to be in the house for that jump, man, just to make sure you see me and I salute you, bro. You know,
Indeed, man. It's been a blessing having you on the show. An honor,
Yes,
man. You coming here
sir.
before your pro debut, August 5th, man. We gonna be in the building for sure. Come up there and show you some love. So make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, share this interview. August 5th, Damari Philson making his pro debut on Undercard with Coach Calvin and Bullet. So yeah, you guys smash that subscribe button. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Something Kind of Podcast. Back with you guys again next Friday.
I would have dealt with the echoing.